Hey guys, so you guys might be thinking about getting a BowFlex. Now let's look at this thing. This thing's actually got a decent amount of features on it. And the sugar dish. And over there. Okay, so we got some good things for the chest. It's good for doing the extensions, the flies right there. The standing flies are actually pretty good. And the cool thing about the BowFlex is the way that it has like that tactile sensation to it because of the bending rods. And I like how that feels, and it's really good for doing like a max amount of work without having to switch sets off. I think that's one of like the biggest things about BowFlex, and one of the best parts about having a BowFlex is the ease of changing everything, especially when compared to like free weights. Now you can get this with other machines as well that actually use weight on them instead of using those tactile bands. But the tactile bands make it easier to load and unload, uh, like into a car, and it just makes it easier to transport. There's a lot of reasons why they use it, and the Bowflex is really a good machine. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it really is a good machine, and um, it's good for the pull downs, it's good for leg extensions, but while it's a really good machine, it does have a lot of flaws for its price range to where you could buy other things. Now, if you are really, really, really out of shape, maybe go with the Bowflex, especially if you're like really overweight, maybe. Just because it's easier to use the Bowflex starting off. And you like I said, you could switch the weights a lot easier and everything like that. And there's a lot of cool things you could do. Like you could do the standing up. You could like I said, you could do the chest flies and everything like that. And chest flies are like awesome. And honestly, I feel this like when I use the Bowflex, I feel them on the chest flies more than I feel it with normal flies. I don't know if that's just me, but I think it has something to do with those with the bars, with the tactile bars. I think it some reason like I feel like just the way that it mimics actual muscles and like kind of like the way that they work, it kind of impacts them like in a similar way. And so for that reason, like there are some like really good reasons for having a Bowflex. It's small. They're not that heavy to move, but honestly, now look at this. It doesn't look anything like that. Now this is a basic power cage, power rack, but this is a power cage. I mean, there's power racks. I'm not. If you're gonna get something, I'm telling you, I'd rather get this. This is what I'd rather get. Like, not that Bowflex. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Now you might be like, what the Bowflex? See, now look at this. For one thing, you got to have the Olympic weights. I mean, I guess you could use a standard set weights without the size difference. I would go with the Olympic just because the Olympic just the bar is a little bit better. Um, there's a lot of other reasons, but I feel like the bar holds up better. I feel like the bar is better. I feel like the weights are normally better. Um, One of the downsides is if you have a whole bunch of plastic weights never come in Olympic size, and that kind of sucks. But this one is like really cool. Like this specific power cage isn't as good as other ones I've seen, but I just picked a random one. Like this one's still kind of nice, but it's not like now. See a power cage, you see those up there. A power cage stops you and lets you max out on weights. Now, free weights are a lot better for you than what they use on Bowflex because it helps a lot with more stabilizer muscles, and it's more to true life. Like if you're actually doing something, it's more to the real world. And leg extensions, while good, actually put like undue pressure on your knee joint compared to squats. Squats actually help your knee joints if they're done correctly at the right depth for your physiology, and it helps build a lot more muscles than the leg extension. Like you're not just building your quadriceps, but you're building your glutes, your hamstrings, your back, like, and also you can deadlift on this. You just put the bar down and just put down the racks, and boom, deadlift it right out. And deadlifts are great for those are so good for your quads, but they're really good for your hamstrings and your glutes and your back. And those are like if you're trying to gain muscle fast, your glutes are your largest muscle group, and then your back, and then it's I think it's your hams and then quads, and then it's followed by that it's your chest muscles and then your arms. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly. I might be one or two off, but I'm fairly close. So you could do all the major exercises on here. And also it comes with, if you look at that, you got the pull-up bar. A lot of these also too, these power cages, they come with tricep pull-down machines. And I love the tricep pull-down. That's one thing I do like about the BowFlex is that, you can do tricep pull-downs on them. And because your tricep is actually bigger than your bicep, and when you work out your triceps more, it actually makes your arms bigger. And the triceps are more for like pushing exercises, which are really good. So you a lot of times you want to focus on compound movements though, and these are perfect because you could do bench on here, and you don't have to have a spotter because of those bars right there, and you could set those bars to wherever you want to set them, and it's super helpful for that. And you could do that for squats as well, but you do want to be careful, and if you can, get either a bigger one, or you want to set these up. If you're using a lot of weight, you want them set to the floor, you want to like screw them in to the floor, because I've seen videos of people who drop the weight too fast, especially if they are doing squats, and they'll drop the weight because it'll be too heavy, and then it'll hit the bar at the bottom and flip the whole thing. So be careful with that. But there are so many reasons. Power cage, like all those compound movements. And that's really the reason I would say get a power cage. And I get the power cage over the BowFlex. If you're trying to make the decision, unless you are very, very physically out of shape and you cannot do squats anyways, and doing squats by yourself, like if you're actually trying to be athletic and trying to maximize power rack with an Olympic weight set. I'm going to have some links in the description for some cool stuff. I'm going to make some more videos about stuff like this. So, yeah. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely make more videos like this, and hopefully we'll go on a fitness journey together. I'm trying to get in better shape. I know a decent amount about this stuff, but I just haven't been applying it to my life, and I'm trying to get in better shape. So hopefully we could strive together and get in better shape together, guys. All right, so y'all take it easy.